I don't like it. Well, that's not my cup of tea. Do you see the difference between textbook English and natural, effortless English? Well, I don't like it is technically correct, but it doesn't sound very natural or organic. As against that, native English speakers use phrases like, that's not my cup of tea, to sound very, very effortless and natural in their speech. Today, in this lesson, I'm going to cover 10 such effortless, easy, everyday phrases to use, which will make you sound very natural and like a native English speaker. So, yes, let's get started. Grab your notebooks and quickly jot down all these phrases. And yes, do comment in the comment section which three phrases you'll start using today. Phrase 1. I'm all set. I'm all set essentially is a replacement for I'm good, I have everything I need, and I don't need anything else to get started. I'm all set. How do you use this? If you're traveling, for instance, and someone asks you, have you carried all your ID proof and everything you need for this travel? Yes, I'm all set, indicating you have everything you need for this travel packed and ready to go. For that matter, in a daily usage, if someone asks you, are you prepared for your exams? Do you have your, writing pad, your pen, everything ready? The response could be, yes, indeed, I'm all set. So, I'm all set indicates you're ready and don't need anything else. Phrase 2 sounds good. When you're in agreement with someone, basically you're trying to reiterate that you're in sync and you're agreeing. You can use the phrase sounds good. Let's take some examples. If you're at a restaurant and you're trying to order something which everyone likes, and someone suggests, let's go for Chinese instead of North Indian, and you agree, you could respond by saying, sounds good. Or for that matter, if you're planning a coffee date with a friend and the friend checks with you, is 5 p.m. okay? And you are in agreement, you could respond by saying, sounds good. That's a short, friendly phrase to indicate agreement. Sounds good. Phrase 3. I'm running late. I'm running late is essentially a heads up. When you are not going to be on time somewhere, it's good to inform in advance and give a heads up. You could say, I'm running late. That tells the person that you're going to be there, but, not at the expected time. So, for instance, you have planned a dinner with friends and the time was around 8 p.m. You've not yet left home. So, you could probably text in the group, I'm running late, but we'll be there soon. So basically, you have given them a heads up about, the fact that you're delayed and that you're running late. So I'm running late, always a great phrase to use and explain that you're not going to be there on time. And people appreciate the message all the time. Want a friendly, relaxed way to say it's okay? Then go for phrase number 4. No worries. Yes, you got that right. Phrase 4 is no worries. Basically, when you're telling someone it's all right, it's okay, no worries is a great phrase to use, and it's so natural that people immediately warm up to it. For instance, if someone's late and they're telling you, I'm running late, but I should be there soon, wait up for me, you could respond with a friendly no worries. Immediately that puts the other person at ease and they're assured that you're okay with it. For that matter, even in a formal setup, if someone's late for a meeting and they basically text you that they're on their way and trying to be there, and you respond by saying no worries, it's perfectly fine. Again, a great way to assure someone that it's perfectly okay. Phrase 5. I'll figure it out. Well, if you want to sound confident, independent, someone who's a problem solver, I'll figure it out means that right now you don't know what to do, but you'll take care of it. you'll find a solution. So you are someone who's assuring the other person that don't worry, I'll take care of this, I'll figure it out. Okay? So if there is a problem at hand, it's new to the company and people are all, grappling with how to come up with a solution, you stand up and say, don't worry, I'll figure it out. You're basically someone who's assured everyone in that room that this will be taken care of. Great phrase to use. I'll figure it out. Phrase 6. That's a good point. Well, when you're complimenting someone for their smart observation, this is the perfect phrase to use. That's a good point. So, for instance, in a meeting when almost everyone has agreed on something, but someone observed a loophole and brought it up, saying, we don't have the resources to execute this plan, you realize it's a very smart observation. And you remarked, that's a good point. So, great phrase to use in meetings and in discussions. But it can also be used in casual setups. For instance, if you're trying to get to a place and you all, are excited about it and immediately get into your car and, head out in that direction, but someone quickly brings up, look, it's peak hours, there'll be a lot of traffic. You immediately acknowledge it and say, that's a good point. So, great phrase to use when you are complimenting someone for their smart observation. That's a good point. Phrase 7. It depends. When something is situational, it depends upon the outcome or, the odds, whether it'll work, it'll not work. This is a perfect phrase to use. It depends. So, for instance, if someone asks you your travel plans, it depends if my schedule permits me, I'll certainly travel. So there you're telling them a condition under which, you would travel. So basically a situational option. It's a simple but powerful phrase which could definitely be used in formal and informal setups. It depends. Phrase 8. Let's keep in touch. A powerful, upbeat phrase to indicate that you're interested in staying connected to the person. Now, it could be used at the end of a meeting, let's keep in touch, or for that matter, when someone's leaving the organization, yet you had a beautiful association, so you're trying to assure the individual that you are interested to continue the association. Thereby, you can say, let's keep in touch. It's such a beautiful and elegant phrase to indicate positivity, or for that matter, the ability to stay connected. Let's keep in touch. Taking agreement a notch higher, phrase 9, is definitely something you would love to learn. I couldn't agree more. When you're so much in sync with someone that you want to indicate the excitement of agreeing with them, you could use this phrase. You could say, I couldn't agree more. So if someone says that I love the ice cream at that ice cream joint, I couldn't agree more. Or for that matter, reading improves communication. I couldn't agree more. English Excellence with Chaya is the perfect place for you to resolve all your communication problems. I couldn't agree more. When you want to tell people that it's okay, mistakes happen, you could say phrase number 10. It's not a big deal. So, for instance, someone forgot about the meeting. You logged in onto your virtual meeting and you're waiting for the person to join. But then you realize the person completely forgot. And in response, they texted, oh, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about this meeting. It completely slipped my mind. You could respond by saying, it's not a big deal. That way, you're assuring the person that it's perfectly fine. These things happen. Great phrase to use and makes you sound so natural and organic. At the same time, you're exuding, that you are assuring the person that it's perfectly okay and these things happen. So, those were your 10 phrases. Go back and quickly recap all of them and jot them down so that you can start using them today. Guarantee you, if you use these phrases, you'll sound so organic that people will actually sit up and take notice that things have started changing for you as far as your communication skills are concerned. So why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our channel, because we keep sharing these interesting lessons which will help you elevate your language levels. And yes, if you love what we shared, then go ahead and share our videos. In fact, share it with the world so that anyone out there could learn these valuable insights in English language communication. So happy learning at English Excellence with Chaya.